The Genghis Grill brings you the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show with head coach Lauren Montgomery.
Welcome to Genghis Grill with this week's Coaches Show. I'm Coach Pat McGrew, and we're here with the head football coach of the Bixby Spartans, the winning Bixby Spartans, Coach Lauren Montgomery. Coach, I don't know how much better game that you could have against a very good Stillwater football team, but our kids came out ready to play, and it was just from the start to the end, they were just playing really great.
Yeah, no, it was a fun evening. I tell you what, the wind died down for us. Everyone was worried about the cold weather, but really wasn't all that cold because we didn't have a wind, and we came out and played great. You know, our boys were well aware of all the weapons that Stillwater had. They had some tremendous skill guys, and we came out of the tunnel ready to play and had a great evening.
Well, one of the things about going to the 6A1, 6A2, every team that's in the playoffs is very good, and Stillwater, boy, that was the fourth team over there, and they came in and they were ready to play, but boy, it was an exciting week of football, but you can't get there unless you have those practice players. Coach tells Sue this week was the big players.
Well, we had two great guys. You know, we talked just a little bit about Stillwater having such good skill guys, and we had to have someone emulate their quarterback, who's very shifty, fast, skill athlete, and so LaDarren Walker did that all week for us. Sophomore LaDarren Walker, and then also another skill guy that gives us a good look, whether it's on defense or at wide receiver, is Drake Allen. So those two sophomores gave us a tremendous look, and actually LaDarren got in it during the game there in the third quarter and scored a touchdown. So anyway, a big night and a great week of preparation, and our practice players of the week were a big part of that.
Hey, you talk about some of those players getting in. How important it is that you get a lead like that where kids get to experience it. I mean, this is the state championship run, and we had kids playing in the first round of the playoffs.
No, it's important. You know, when you're fortunate enough to have a good football team like we have this year, many games we've gotten our second team in where they can get valuable game reps and valuable experience, which just carries on and builds a program for the future.
Well, boy, it was an exciting first half of action, and we'll come back to that action right after this.
The Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show was brought to you by Genghis Grill, Jim Norton Toyota, Car Country, Nelson Nissan, Nelson Mazda, Matthews Ford, Midwest Sporting Goods, Arvest Bank, TTCU, Chick-fil-A, Central States Orthopedic Specialists, Henry Orthodontics, State Farm, Challenger Services, and by the Coaches Driving School. Get in the game.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, Tag shoulder pads, the new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest vest on you.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits, like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand.
Genghis Grill.
At Matthews Ford, we know what's important. Those moments in life you hold on to. To always remember and protect. Matthews Ford has a new state-of-the-art facility in Broken Arrow, where we can help our customers make more of those moments. Come by and see us today. Matthews Ford.
We like Adam, yes we do.
Adam Cash gives you $50 when you open a checking account using our School Pride card.
Oh, Adam, you're so fine.
Adam Cash gives our school $50 when you open an account with a School Pride card.
Our school gets a donation from TTCU when you use our card.
So does ours. You swipe and TTCU donates.
Our card's the best.
TTCU has more than 30 School Pride cards for you to choose. It pays your school $50 and you $50 for getting yours. Get the best today.
Welcome back to Genghis Grill and this week's Coaches Show. We're here with the head football coach of the Bixby Spartans, Coach Lauren Montgomery. Coach, the kids came out from the start and played well. Stillwater is a good football team.
Yeah, very good. On both sides of the ball, they had big physical offensive, defensive linemen and great skill guys. And we came out, weren't really sure how they're going to play us, and it ended up they tried to load the box and take away Nick Roller from us and play a lot of man coverage. And fortunately for us, Tanner Griffin had his best night. Had a 407-yard performance through the air. Had his best night through the air this year. And so, it was an exciting, just a great job by our kids and coaches. And let's go ahead and get right into the action and take a look at it, Coach. Coming out, our defense, we elected to defer, put our defense out on the field, and our defense does a tremendous job. That defensive line, Jed Stinson, Austin Grotz, Grady Hannafin, Cody Adams had a great game. You'll see Micah, Adrian Micah, you'll see Casey Saden on the tackle right there doing a phenomenal job from their linebacker positions. We come out and run play action pass right down the middle of the Kyle Ryan, first play of the game. Great throw, great catch, and when we come back, we throw the swing pass right here to Nick Roller out of the backfield. Nick gets an edge and does a good job breaking a couple tackles. Nick's such a big, strong kid, hard to bring down right here. And we hit Jared Kerr on the out route, and Jared does a good job showing his physicality and getting into the end zone right here. I believe that's Jared's first touchdown this season. So this week's player of the game, excited to see. We reach in there, pop the football out, and Austin Grotz recovers it, as you see, gives us great field position, great start. We come back, play action pass right here, and we throw the slant pattern right there to, I believe that was Cade Cavanis. Cade Cavanis having his biggest night of the year. Casey Say, Jake Spriggs from their linebacker position, pinning Stillwater deep. Unfortunately, we let them sneak out there, but then defense comes back with a vengeance. Here they are trying to run counter at us. Austin does a good job bottling up. Cress Woodward from his backside linebacker position doing a good job of keeping them from converting. They're forced to punt to us right here. We come back with a little Nick Roller on the inside zone action. Nick pounding in behind Brandon Dyson. Come back, we throw the tight end screen right there to Jared Kerr, and Jared doing a good job showing his physicality, tough to bring down. Casey Sade bottling up the lead play. Casey doing a fine job from his linebacker position. Team's leading tackler, Casey doing a good job, and week in and week out, he and Cress Woodward from the inside linebacker position. You'll see Casey, you'll see Austin Grotz doing a good job creating a turnover. Actually, the officials ruled the ball down. We come back right here, Nick Roller doing a good job just breaking tackles, running away from people. Nick just such a tremendous asset. Teams are really trying to load up and stop Nick, and it opens up the passing game, and we're fortunate enough to have the weapons that can take advantage of both. That defense doing a good job. They're running quarterback sweep right here, and you see Casey right there doing a good job showing off his wheels, punching his gap. Grady Hannafin doing a good job of getting penetration into the backfield, allowing everybody to rally up. Tanner throws a swing screen right out here to Nick Roller behind the blocking of Brandon Dyson, Zach Brown. We hit the trap play right up the middle, and Nick doing a good job showing his tremendous speed and just about gets away from some tremendous track guys right there. Stillwater's number one. Come back, we run the power play out of our jumbo formation behind Grady Hannafin and Austin Grotz, a couple defensive guys that come in the jumbo package. We run play action right here to Cade Cavanis, just a tremendous ball. Tanner Griffin threading the needle. We come back, we throw the bubble screen right here to Cade. Cade does a good job picking up some extra yardage, doing a good job being able to throw that when they load the box up. And then we hit Jared Kerr once again right here on the tight end screen off the run game action. Tanner drops back, does a good job of moving around in the pocket, drops a teardrop in on Kyle Ryan for the touchdown on the post. Defense comes back right here. You'll see Cody Adams, you'll see Jared Kerr just being physical. Love watching our defense play. Those guys do a good job of rallying to the football. They're physical, they're violent, and just fun to watch play. We come back right here. We hit the sit pattern right here to Cade Cavanis. Cade doing a good job protecting the football. Doesn't look like much, but that's a 6-yard carry, and it takes a little pressure off Nick right there. Nick does a good job pounding the trap play inside. Then we come back and we hit Cade Cabanis. I think it's Cade on the wheel right here out off the edge. Doing a good job picking up that. It's J.J. Cantrell on the wheel doing a good job. J.J. getting into the action. So we take it into halftime, Coach, with a 42-14 lead at halftime.
Well, it's definitely a great first half of action. And, you know, when you're in the lead like that, what do you go in and tell the kids, you know, because, you know, it's a playoff game. You know, I know that but the kids came out strong, so you obviously said something good to them at half.
Well, yeah, you know, last week against St. Springs, we went in with a 17-point lead and then allowed St. Springs to creep back in and make it a ball game. And we just talked about wanting to feel good about this ball game, and so we talked about keeping our focus, maintaining the intensity, keeping the hammer down. And fortunately for us, our guys did a really nice job of doing that in the second half.
Well, it's sure was a good first half of action, and well, I'm ready to look forward to that next half, and we'll see that right after this.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand.
Genghis Grill.
At Matthews Ford, we know what's important. Those moments in life you hold on to. To always remember and protect. Matthews Ford has a new state-of-the-art facility in Broken Arrow, where we can help our customers make more of those moments. Come by and see us today. Matthews Ford.
Smart people know huge model year-end savings can be found at JimNortonToyota.com. Hurry, take 0% financing for 60 months on new 2014 Tundras. 0 for 60, or pay just $199 a month. $199 a month for a new 2014 Tundra. And get Jim Norton Toyota's biggest discounts of the year. Plus, you always get a lifetime warranty at no extra charge from Jim Norton Toyota, 9009 South Memorial, where T-Town gets Toyota.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free Blue checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and convenient hours. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free Blue checking from Arvest Bank.
Welcome back to Genghis Grill with this week's second half of action, Coach. You know, Tanner Griffin, really, you talked earlier about him. He did such an incredible job controlling that offense that first half.
Yeah, you know, Tanner just being a sophomore, it's been fun to watch his growth from week 1 to now heading into week 12. But, you know, you expect sophomores to really grow exponentially each week, and Tanner has done that. But I think the biggest growth for Tanner personally has been really from about week 7 or 8 to now. I mean, it's just each week he gets better every time he steps on the field. He really understands what we're trying to do. Give, you know, hats off to Coach Snyder, our quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, for getting Tanner ready and letting him understand our game plan. But
well, that first group came out and played a little bit in that second half, so let's get right to it.
Yeah, let's take a look, Coach. Coming out, we wanted to come out and look sharp with our ones, and we come out in our jumbo package. We had a penalty on the kickoff return, and we're fortunate enough to ended up with not as good a field position as we thought, so we came out in our jumbo package, and and ran the power play behind Austin Gratz and Grady Hannafin a couple times. There you saw Kyle Ryan doing a good job in the man-to-man route, doing a good job picking that up, and then we handed it to Nick out over the edge, and we hit the bubble screen right here. I believe that's Blake Cooper out on the bubble screen. Blake, just such an explosive athlete. Hit the stretch play once again, and Nick does a good job. You know, Nick has several of those. It didn't seem like much, but it ended up being 8 to 11 yards. And then we come back and we hit the vertical route to Cade Cabanis. Like we mentioned, Cade had his best outing of the year so far, and that was good. We come back and defense playing well, and Stillwater does a good job of making some plays right there with some talented athletes. J.J. Cantrell on a big interception. We had 2 interceptions on the night. Stillwater had gotten their quarterback hurt earlier in the year, and so they're definitely a running team. Coming back right here, and we do a good job hitting Jared Kerr again on the tight end dump off the run game screen. Jared's just a tremendous weapon, tremendous blocker out at tight end, so it's good to get him the ball. We hit the swing screen right here to sophomore Ryan Matthews, and Ryan Matthews is a great change of pace. He does a good job complimenting Nick. Then they come back and get the ball right here and hand the ball off to their talented running back, Cameron Mayberry. Cameron Mayberry, did going into this game led Nick Roller in rushing in 6.82, but fortunately I think Nick got a few more yards in this game than Cameron did, but still a very tremendous football player. We come back right here and you'll see J.J. Cantrell, and J.J. doing a good job, and if it's any indication, number 1's able to catch J.J. You don't see too many people catch J.J., but they're number 1, just a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal player, track guy, and one of the best plays I've seen out of Tanner Griffin, our quarterback, all year. Turns around, throws a tunnel screen off the sprint out action. Justin Williams, you'll see from his corner position, just a great play right there in man-to-man coverage. Cameron Mayberry, Stillwater tailback, lining up in Wildcat, and Casey Sade does a good job bringing him down there. Defense rallying, doing a fine job. We run the stretch play right here out to Ryan Matthews. Ryan getting a quick edge, doing a good job picking that up. We hit the swing pass right here. Ryan doing a good job keeping his shoulders square, continuing to move the football. Stillwater comes back right here. Stillwater runs the stretch play, and you'll see quite a few new faces in out there. You'll see Brandon Newman in on the action. And Cress Woodward and a lot of the guys in making a big play. You'll see LaDarren Walker, sophomore, real talented running back, practice player of the week. Does a good job right here with this, cutting them back. The finisher, as we like to call him, Nick Swanson in at quarterback, doing a good job, hands it off to LaDarren Walker. LaDarren doing a good job picking up first downs for us. I tell you, LaDarren's best effort of the year of understanding where the chains were, and then he makes a great cut right there and gets into the end zone to make the score 61-28. And that'll do it, Coach. Just a tremendous evening for us, and tremendous stats, as a matter of fact. The final score of the ball game, 61-28. Total offense, Spartans had 606 total yards of offense to Stillwater's 298. 28 first downs to Stillwater's 15. We only had 199 yards rushing to Stillwater's 257, but we made up for it with 407 yards through the air to Stillwater's 41. Much improved category that I like to focus on, penalties. We only had 2 penalties for 25 yards, and that was really big for us. A great officiating crew Friday night, and then Stillwater had 1 penalty for 5 yards. Passing through the air, Tanner Griffin, our leader, 22 of 29 for 407 yards and 6 TDs. Tanner was 76% completion percentage on the evening, and then Nick Swanson, the finisher, was 2 for 2. Rushing, Nick Roller had 21 carries for 161 yards and 2 TDs. LaDarren Walker had 8 carries for 43 yards and 1 TD. Nick Swanson, 2 carries for 7 yards. Big night receiving for Cade Cabanis, had 7 receptions for 129 yards, 3 TDs. J.J. Cantrell, 2 big receptions for 92 yards. Jared Kerr, 4 receptions for 72 yards and 1 TD. Kyle Ryan, 4 receptions for 68 yards and 2 TDs. Tackles, Cress Woodward had 15. He led us in tackles. He's second on the team. Casey Sade had 11 tackles with 4 tackles for loss. And then Grady Hannafin had 6 tackles on the evening. So, Coach, just an impressive night all around.
Well, it was a great game and a great way to finish up the night. And boy, we got a big game coming up. You know, our second round of the playoffs. It's going to be at Broken Arrow at 7 o'clock. Is that correct?
Yeah, Broken Arrow Stadium, Friday night, 7 o'clock. So a great venue to play the game. It's on the, it's nearby, and so we ought to have a great crowd there.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got a good Sand Springs team coming in, and boy, the winner of this game is in the state championship. So, Spartan fans, we need you out there for a big crowd. It's going to be a great night for football, and it's a great day to be a Spartan. Coach, congratulations on a great victory, and we'll be back with this week's Car Country Player of the Week.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
At Matthews Ford, we know what's important. Those moments in life you hold on to. To always remember and protect. Matthews Ford has a new state-of-the-art facility in Broken Arrow, where we can help our customers make more of those moments. Come by and see us today. Matthews Ford.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand.
Genghis Grill.
Are you Marcus Dupree?
Marcus Dupree? What's up, man? Woo!
It's Dupree. Marcus Dupree plays for Car Country now. Dupree 24-month warranty. Dupree oil changes for life. Dupree roadside assistance.
Man, I could have spent 45 grand at one of them big dealerships.
Now what's your credit score?
I could have played in the NFL.
Locations in Bixby, Broken Arrow, Bartlesville, Claremore, and Sapulpa. Take advantage of Marcus Dupree. It's Dupree.
You, me, and Marcus Dupree at Car Country by Nelson.
Welcome back to this week's Car Country Player of the Week. Number 40, a junior, almost 100 yards in receiving, Jared Kerr. Jared, I tell you what, a big game Friday night. I tell you what, you guys just came in there and just took care of business. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. I mean, we had a pretty rough week with Sand Springs and then put it back together for the first playoff game.
Well, you know, you talk about that Sand Springs, boy, they came with the big victory, but, you know, man, it's going to be an exciting game, big game, and, you know, the winner of that game is going to go to the state championship. I'm sure everybody's going to be excited this week.
Yeah, everyone's eager to play them again because we didn't have the best game against them the first time.
Well, you know, most of the time, Coach was talking earlier about how much blocking you do and what you are a great blocker. But, man, you got to catch quite a few passes. So you almost had 100 yards receptions. Is that correct,
yeah.
Friday? Well, good. You know, what's your plans that you're going to, you know, you still got another year of football, but have you looked forward to maybe what you want to do after, you know, high school football?
I haven't really decided if I'm going to play college football, but I do know I'm probably going to get into either engineering or architecture field.
I don't know how many of our players, you know, talk about engineering. That's good. You know, not only are we playing well, but we got a lot of intelligent kids. Really proud of everything that you guys have done this year. I mean, it's been exciting. Is it a good senior group? I know you're a junior, but is it a good senior leading group?
Yeah, they're all really supportive over the younger kids and help them learn and progress.
Well, good job. Congratulations and good luck this week on playing Sand Springs and heading to the state championship. So, you know, we'll be back with this week's Mazda team, and it'll be Bixby's 9th grade team. I'm Coach McGrew. This is Jared Kerr, number 40, almost 100 yards of receptions, and we'll see you right after this.
Are you Marcus Dupree?
Marcus Dupree? What's up, man? Woo!
It's Dupree. Marcus Dupree plays for Car Country now. Dupree 24-month warranty. Dupree oil changes for life. Dupree roadside assistance.
Man, I could have spent 45 grand at one of them big dealerships.
Now what's your credit score?
I could have played in the NFL.
Locations in Bixby, Broken Arrow, Bartlesville, Claremore, and Sapulpa. Take advantage of Marcus Dupree. It's Dupree.
You, me, and Marcus Dupree at Car Country by Nelson.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or or the famous raid of Buck Hara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits, like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand.
Genghis Grill.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, tag shoulder pads, new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest Best on you.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
At Matthews Ford, we know what's important. Those moments in life you hold on to. To always remember and protect. Matthews Ford has a new state-of-the-art facility in Broken Arrow, where we can help our customers make more of those moments. Come by and see us today. Matthews Ford.
Welcome back to Genghis Grill, and we're here once again with the head football coach of the Bixby Spartans, Coach Lauren Montgomery. Coach, we talked about the youth, how that's the base of everything that this program does. But, you go up to, you got a pretty good ninth grade group coming up, Coach.
Yeah, just a tremendous bunch of freshmen. I tell you what, they had a winning season and got a great staff. Coach Behrens, who was actually on your staff before I got here, and so you know how good of a football coach he is. But Coach Behrens does a great job. He's our head ninth grade football coach and coordinates that defense. Coach Drew Pate, the offensive coordinator, offensive defensive line coach Wes Richardson, and then defensive backs, running backs coach Austin Embry. All four of those guys, is probably as strong of a freshman staff as you'll see in the state. Those guys, run what we do. They use our terminology. They do a great job motivating the kids, and that resulted in a great year for our freshman team. Just a great group of skilled players, a great group of linemen, and I tell you what, couldn't be more happy with what those guys are doing at our middle school level, Coach.
Well, you look at it all the way up, the Spartan family, it's really looking good, not only now, but for the future. And that future is this coming week at Broken Arrow, 7 o'clock. I'll tell you, it's important to be there. And, Coach, are we going to be home team or a visitors team?
That's a great question. I've got to look at the rule book and determine if we're home or visitor. I think since we're the higher seed, we're home, but I got to look at the criteria because everything's changed.
Well, it doesn't matter, Spartan family. You got to make sure you're there. We're going to be there next week, 7 o'clock, Broken Arrow versus Sand Springs. Make sure you're there, and let's get to that go ball. We'll see you next week.
The Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show was brought to you by Genghis Grill, Jim Norton Toyota, Car Country, Nelson Nissan, Nelson Mazda, Matthews Ford, Midwest Sporting Goods, Arvest Bank, TTCU, Chick-fil-A, Central States Orthopedic Specialist, Henry Orthodontics, State Farm, Challenger Services, and by the Coaches Driving School. Get in the game.